So now you can see we have a cup and it's going to overflow. And just imagine you're the cup. You're the one waiting to receive the grace of God. And we have the water. This is God's grace. It sounds like grace. So as I pour, here's what I'd like you to do and reflect upon. I'd like you not only to watch it and see it visually, but I'd like you just to monitor your emotional response to what's happening as I pour and we imagine God's overflowing love. So here we go. We're going to pour, and we're about halfway there, and we're going to fill it, and we're to the top, and there it goes, overflowing all of it that God has to offer. Okay, so let me check in. What were the emotions that happened as you watched it overflow? Did anybody laugh? Did you feel a sense of exhilaration of this outpouring as it overflowed all over the glass? Did it seem refreshing and wonderful? Or did it make you anxious as the water got closer to the top of the cup? And as it overflowed, was there something in the pit of your stomach that just made you feel like this isn't right? How many of you are really having a hard time with the fact that I haven't cleaned this up yet? It's okay. These things surface, right? That we have these emotions about thinking about God's grace. And in fact, truth be told, our dishwasher broke once and overflowed and it stained the floor. So I am going to wipe this up quick. You just keep thinking. Okay, there. So what just happened? What happened for you? Did you experience a sign of God's extravagant love? Or did it seem like a mess? Too much overflowing? And whatever came up, it's all good. And I've had some time to think about this. And for me, I'll tell you how I experienced it. There's a part of me that this is a symbol that says God's love is more vast than I can sometimes comprehend or imagine, and God has more in store for me than I can hope or even imagine, that God's imagination is bigger than mine. And that feels just wonderful. And at the same time, there's a part of me that feels not ready for it. Like I should have been working harder for it, or I should have earned it. There's a part of me that feels like, oh, I'm not sure I want so much. I might spill it. I might leak. I might mess it all up again. And so sometimes I just would rather play it safe, like maybe give me half a cup, maybe just a few drops. I'll get by. It'll be fine. But the message of the overflowing cup is that God's grace is abundant. And so as we get ready to come to the table now, pray for the grace you need. And what is the grace you need? Is it hope? Is it patience? Connection? Whatever grace you need, ask God for it as we share together in communion, and wait for it. And don't worry if it doesn't come right away. It'll come when the time is right. And if it feels like it suddenly overflows, that's okay too. Sometimes God's grace seems much bigger than we're ready for, and our eyes fill up with tears, and we can overflow from our eyes too, right? And it's all good. So let us now head into communion and remember, as grace comes, we're not rigid like the cup. We're flexible, and our souls can open and expand and fill. Thanks be to God. Amen.